Did you notice Adrian's revelation in the Miraculous World in London special? An obscure detail that could completely change everything we know about him. Stay tuned, because this discovery will surprise you. Hey guys, is everything okay with you? Did you already know this? First of all, I warn you that this video contains spoilers for the Miraculous World in London special. For those who have already watched the special, it is clear how devastated Adrian was when he received the news of the death of his father, Gabriel Agresti. The boy could barely cope with the loss of his mother, which occurred just over a year ago, and now he has to face this new tragedy. It's a huge emotional burden in a short period of time. How will Adrian move on now that he has become an orphan? What is most shocking is seeing his pain transformed into anger, to the point that he takes it out on Bug Noah, questioning why she did nothing to save Gabriel. Apart from the episode Mockery, where Cat Noir loses his temper with Kim, this is one of the rare times we see Adrian completely overcome by rage and tears. At the end of the special, when Cat Noir returns, there is a significant scene where he and Ladybug appear back to back, without revealing their faces. This suggests that they both hide secrets from each other, especially Cat Noir. During a hug between them, Ladybug cries and apologizes for not being able to tell the truth about the monarch's identity. But when the camera focuses on Cat Noir's face, we only see his eyes, reflecting a dark expression, full of contained anger, while he mutters that he should have done something to help his lady. For those who follow the community tab of the channel, you will have noticed that I compared this scene to the painting The Fallen Angel from 1847. The work depicts the exact moment when Lucifer was expelled from heaven for defying God. His look, mixing fury and a single tear, represents his promise of revenge and the beginning of his journey to spread chaos throughout the world. But what does this have to do with Miraculous Ladybug? You'll understand everything if you keep watching. Oh, and take the opportunity to leave a like, because that helps me a lot. And it's free, right? This painting illustrates well the moment when a character who was previously kind begins to follow the path of villainy. To illustrate, I'll mention two works that also reference this painting. First, we have Anakin in Star Wars. In an iconic scene, when he finally becomes a Sith Lord, he sheds a single tear from one eye, just like in the painting The Fallen Angel. According to George Lucas, this is the moment when Anakin realizes the gravity of his actions. He betrayed Mace Windu, annihilated the entire Jedi Order, and coldly exterminated children who could become Jedi. All of this in the hope of saving Padme. This tear symbolizes the moment when Anakin understands his actions, but accepts his new destiny as a villain. Later, he would become the fearsome Darth Vader. Another recent example is Powder, from Arcane, a series that I simply love. Powder was a sweet and lively little girl who tried to follow in the footsteps of her sister, Vi. However, in a confrontation, she sets off a bomb to save her imprisoned friends, but everything goes wrong and she ends up killing everyone, except Vi. Upon seeing the damage caused, Vi loses control, fights with Powder and abandons her. Luckily or not, a villain named Silco appears to comfort her. During the hug, Powder's eyes, previously blue, begin to glow pink, marking the birth of her new identity, Jinx. These two stories show characters who were once kind, but who, after a painful loss or betrayal, turn into villains and embrace a dark destiny. Now that you know these references, the Cat Noir scene seems much more meaningful, right? Maybe the creators of Miraculous are suggesting a new path for Adrian, which could indicate a drastic change in his character. In addition, he lost his father, and it is very likely that he carries resentment towards Gabriel. The man always treated him badly, kept him locked up, and never gave him freedom. Do you really think that Adrian will just be sad and move on? I doubt it. I believe that Adrian holds a certain resentment towards his father for never allowing him to be free. Do you agree? Not to mention that, in Cat Blanc, it was clear that Gabriel would never have let Adrianette date in peace. Even seeing his son suffering, he simply ignored it. Even Gorilla is a better father figure than Gabriel. Adrian may also regret giving the Ring of Destruction to Plague. Now, he may think that if he had transformed into Cat Noir, things could have gone differently. Another factor that may influence his change is that the only people he loves are lying to him. Starting with Bug Noah, who, even though she tried to protect him from the truth about his father, perhaps should have told him everything. Sometimes, the truth, no matter how painful it may be, is better than a lie that only causes more suffering. What if Adrian finds out that Gabriel never asked him to save him? That, in fact, he was Hawkmoth all along? He would definitely lose control. In addition, two other people are hiding secrets from Adrian, Natalie and Kyoko. In Natalie's case, we can still understand. She helped Gabriel out of love and let herself be blinded by her feelings, without realizing that she was making very serious mistakes. And that cost her everything. Adrian is facing much greater suffering than any other character in the series. And, if we stop to think about it, the villains are almost always those who have had the most painful pasts. Now I ask, do you think Adrian could be the next villain in Miraculous, after Lila? Leave your theories in the comments. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching so far.